Moving on to someone else who probably needs to take an L and keep taking that L. It is Pritty Vishy. We've been talking about this girl for nearly, I feel like nearly a month,
It's been
maybe
this month,
3 months.
last month.
We've been
Yo.
constantly talking about this girl. I feel like every week we talk about Pritty Vishy, but this particular time she is showing us that really, truly, she is 22 years old. Because how she said this sounded so immature. It sounded so childish, so petty. I'm just looking at her like, girl, what happened? We thought you were, levels, goals, some level of class was, shown by the way you treated yourself. Look at those pictures. She looks like a classy woman, and then you end up saying things like this. I jump ahead of myself. Okay, let me break it down. What happened was, she had obviously been called out for a few things, including trying to clout chase using Stivo Simple Boy's name. And it was very prevalent because every time we forgot about her for a minute, she would try and come up again with something, cry, do some funny thing, talk about Stivo again. When Stivo decided to go out on a vacation and met some other girl and they had pictures over there, she's over there crying, and then 2 days later she's showing us a new man, and then a few days later, as in it's just been a lot from her end. But when people were speculating that she was using Stivo Simple Boy for her own gains or for clout, as we like to call it, this is how she responded. She said, "Mbona mnanichukia? Yes, level yangu haifiki. Hii nyumba yenye naishi, it's not my house. Ni nyumba ya shosho yangu, and I will live here until I am blessed. Me, I am a girl with a big God, and I will shame all of you stupid people. I do not care. Na wale wenye wanasemanga sijui nilitumia Simple Boy, nilitumia Stivo ndio nikaomoka. Yes, nilimtumia. Utadu, hakuna, nothing." That just sounded like, I'm just like, okay, and then what? It's like, okay, it left a bitter taste in my mouth. And then I'm just looking at her like, girl, for what reason? Who sent you? For what purposes? We get it. You can be, bad girl. You can be a bad bee. You can do whatever you gotta do and make it look like the boys be sweating in your DMs and whatever. But once you start going to these lengths, start speaking about people in this way, it makes you look crass. It takes away from that effort that you've put in. And also, I'm wondering, you're saying you have a mokad and yet you're living at your grandma's house. Girl, what's this?
Wow.
No, I'm just using her own words. Vishy, Pritty Vishy, you said, in her own words, she said, Najua level yangu haikufika. Right? Ama haifiki. Ama haufiki. Najua level yangu haufiki. Hii nyumba naishi is not my house. Ni nyumba ya shosho yangu, and I will live here until, let's put another line on that, I am blessed. So, and then later on, you start to tell us, na venye mnasema, nilitumia Stivo Simple Boy kuomoka, nilimtumia mtadu. It's not like kuomoka and living at your grandma's.
She did get a partnership with an online clothes store, and she modeled for the store. So
okay, but
it was a business opportunity for her.
Clearly, you've not gotten to that level where you want to get to. And the power to you, honey. You're only 22 years old. You have a long life ahead of you. Trust me when I tell you 22 is insane. But let's not do this anymore. Let's stop not just making Stivo Simple Boy look like a person who people can literally walk all over. Because let's not forget, she's the one who was still saying that her management was paying, Stivo's management was paying him like 2K for shows and stuff like that. Let's not forget, you made him look really bad back then. But even now, when you're broken up, you still want to drag his name. Just let this man be. Let him go. He's clearly on his own level. He's doing his own thing. What's this word that he keeps
Freshy
using?
barida.
He's living his freshy barida lifestyle. So let him be freshy barida on his own, and you figure out your own trajectory in life. Because at this point, you're kind of making all of us angry because of how you're making yourself look and how you're making him look ultimately. But hey, that's just my 2 cents. I know you have fans, so please, your fans, let us know on the number 0770-729-366. Do you think she's acting a little too crass, or do you feel like, hey, it's the age of clout chasing? Let her do what this girl wants to do. What do you think, Turife?
I think we're very quick to forget that the internet does not forget anything. Let me tell you, if somebody Googles Pritty Vishy right now, there's nothing positive that will come out of it. It's just scandal upon scandal upon scandal. Why? Please, can you just think beyond what's in front of you? Think ahead. The things you say, the way you present yourself. Because in the future, somebody will do like a background check on you to kind of figure out if they want to employ you, if they want to work with you. But if they look at your work and all that's popping up, all your links, it's scandal, it's gossip blogs, it's everything, it is not a good look, especially when you're trying to pass off yourself as very classy,
Refined.
independent, refined. It's not a good look. Now, let me like give you a backstory. When Stivo Simple Boy had supposedly broken up with her and she came on the internet and she was crying, babe, you should have just cried and left it there.
Thank you.
Because she went on to say, oh, I had even cheated on you with like 3
For
guys.
what?
For what? Why would you say that about yourself? Why would you paint yourself in such a bad light?
Yeah.
And then when they finally did a presser with Stivo Simple Boy, Stivo goes on to say that one of the reasons he actually broke up with Pritty Vishy was the fact that he wanted to wait until marriage to consummate their relationship. However, Pritty Vishy was not about that life. She wanted
That good.
yeah, she wanted that good, the nasty, and she decided to do it with somebody else. So already there's a picture and a perception that has been put out there about you. So now no matter what you do, no matter what you say, people still view you through that lens, you know, promiscuous. You did this to Stivo Simple Boy. Because let's not forget, he is a sweetheart. He is a national sweetheart. Anything he does, we will laugh about it, we'll be entertained. You can never think of him in a bad light. But girl, you kind of fumbled the bag because
Yeah.
beyond this, I don't see how you could recover from this.
All it's sounding like is that you were some vicious, opportunity taker. You sound like a digger, not maybe of gold, but a digger of sorts. And now it's looking bad on you. And I get that you're young and you just want to clap back at people. But honey, there's so many better ways of clapping back. And that is getting your bag. Mother Beyonce is always telling us,
Yeah.
get your bag. Your best revenge is your paper.
True.
You need to start focusing on that paper and at least getting your certificates. As in, girl, go to uni or
Finish
something.
school.
Yeah.
Just be about you, build yourself.